If you don't mind. Thank you. Perfect.
Yeah. Hello.
Power on it. Check the box. Make sure the power on it.
Just want to come over here and stand in front of the, maybe I can get you to stand right there. And if you, okay. Okay.
He's probably one of the only
Yo,
people
yo,
that's
yo.
tall enough for me to
Yo,
be in
what's
heels.
up? I'm gonna play a song. Let me figure this out real quick.
Probably gotta get the
Hold up.
pause.
Step just a little bit this way so we can see the game.
Mic's on.
Yeah, there you go.
My bad.
Beautiful. Love it.
Personas. Tessie.
I'll be right back.
Brody right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get him.
You just gotta put the mic on, right? Guess they changed the personas.
I'm 80, by the way. By the way, for the hyphens, it's you buy and
Testing, testing.
Gotta do it again.
Thank you. I like them.
Testing, testing.
Oh man, that's what you get.
Do it again.
Hello,
I
hello.
saw my husband. I'm like, there's a bubble that you need to
all those
like
right
go
here.
around because it's a square, it's not a
Gotta turn
circle.
them
I
on.
got
You
a
guys
little
all turn
maneuver,
Oh, shoot.
and he always
They're all
goes
here.
right
Turn them
there,
up.
so we
Yeah,
always-
you had a persona song.
Two.
Where's what
All
up?
the way across.
Yeah, yeah.
That one.
No.
I hear something, but I don't hear it all the way.
That one.
Testing, testing.
You keep going.
That's the headphone.
You'll be able to hear them.
So like when we went, I went live just now for the mic break. There was nothing.
On my way home, I took another shot color.
You got communication now? Mic?
I like,
Yeah.
you know, be like, babe, I made you a new leather
Yo.
choker.
Yo. Yo.
Yeah, I told my husband I need to like install some sort of like taser on my chair so like if somebody gets too close to me, it's
Yo.
because I'm literally in my manual chair before I even had a power chair. I was in Walmart and I was like looking at a video and I was like,
So how long you been doing this? Modeling.
Oh geez. So I started modeling with my model agency when I was 9. And then I got signed to walk, so I walked for JCPenney for 6 years. And then I started my first fashion line when I was 14. And then I'm on my second one now. And so just been building the brand since then. And that having to like work with models, and do pose coaching and everything like that. So that led me to starting my own agency and doing the creative director stuff like that. So it all kind of just tumbled into each other.
That's when we not crack your skin real quick. Make sure you ready. Good job.
I'm gonna take it all down because you really messed it.
Oh, for real?
and he's like, she's still a person.
She's still in the stage.
Yeah, she's not an impersonation. Yeah, I was in the chair. I was like,
No.
baby.
Oh, that's why it's coming out like that. Yep. See.
Love it.
I put it up to play videos instead of audio.
Did you break it? They're fired.
So we back on?
I know, every time.
Da-da-do. Ya-do.
Hold on a second. What I did is I
I'm
just
like learning.
hand over to them to
There's this lid, and I have
Because it's still loud to see.
flashcards
See
of
how
like,
pictures are?
where's the bathroom? How are you? Thank you, please. Hello, goodbye. How much is this? You know, like just the simple things. Because I'm not gonna try to say that I'm.
We live right now.
Like
Tell
right
what's
now.
your name,
So
where
you
to
got
find
video
you.
right there?
I am Via Moscato. You can find me on Instagram at Via Moscato and on Facebook as Via Moscato. I'm on TikTok as officially Via Moscato. You can find all of my stuff online, and we are working on vamping up the website. But other than that, you can find us right here on KUHS.
Yeah, like, yeah, so
I know,
you were
you're
saying,
right.
anybody that wants to come with
What's up,
us,
dog?
get like a model.
Yeah.
What's up, man? What's happening? What's going on with y'all?
Like right before we
about being here burning in just a second. Got wing challenge about to happen this morning down, you know?
Wing challenge. I'm excited. We keep hungry.
Because I've done mother and me.
Y'all get through the chips.
Where the mom and the daughter go out and get the nails done. Those are so much fun.
Not them jiggy wings, not them chips.
Yeah, I'm doing, you know,
Ghost. Pepper
yeah.
ghost.
Oh yeah, that one Taki, the one chip challenge.
You done the one chip challenge?
No, hell no.
Yeah, I'm afraid.
My 10-year-old keeps talking about it like he's gonna do something. I was like, alright, but if you can get through it, I'll do it with you.
Okay, so we need to minimize everything to get behind it. You have to use this very corner here. Take it out to the very corner of your what you did, you were moving things around. You can't move the software. You'll start doing crazy things. And so you want to do on the side, so I'll just leave that little detached.
Okay. One last question.
Are you on camera? You want to see more than me? You're not here to just see me?
Hey, hello.
Can you hear yourself? I'll repose you.
Hello.
You didn't touch nothing here?
I just turned these up. I ain't touching it yet. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Testing. You on?
Everybody matches this. And I do live right now.
Testing. Oh yeah, we on. Testing.
I'm always had a plan A, never had a plan B. If plan A don't work out, I've only ever been me.
We're down there for 2 weeks, but doesn't need like half of it, so like went and visited a bunch of like holy
I've
places.
always had a plan A, never had a plan B. If plan A don't work out, I've only ever been me.
A nuns, like hotbed, and the whole you know, see it from leading. It's like a building.
I've always had a plan A, never had a plan B. If plan A don't work out, I've only ever been me. I've always had a plan A, never had a plan B. If plan A don't work out, I've only ever been me.
It's not aesthetic. I'll just like park in front of you guys if you guys
You're good.
Almost thanks for the team.
Yo, what's up everybody? It's Devin Alexander in the house. What is happening? How y'all doing today out there? In KUHS land, you know, it's a Devin Howe Lounge. We back in the house. Actually right now, my man Austin Howe couldn't be in the house today, which we knew that last week. So Devin brought along a couple of friends. I got my homegirl Via Moscato in the house. And I also got my man Ladavion in the house. Y'all have seen him here before. He is back again. So we're going to play a few hits from him. We're actually going to have a wing challenge here in the house. So if you are tuned in live on the Facebook, either at KUHS or at Devin Alexander on Facebook, you'll be seeing the behind the scenes of the wing challenge. We're also going to be interviewing some models while they're still burning too, and it's going to be awesome. So what's up? How you doing today, Via? What's going on with you?
I'm feeling fabulous. I appreciate you all having us on the show today.
Yeah. I'm excited. We talked about this was that last week we talked about this? Yeah, we sure did. And it just like kind of came together like super quick, so.
It did come together super quick. Yeah, we talked about hot models and what goes together with that than hot wings.
Right.
Hot topics, hot wings, the hot models.
Yes.
All the spicy things.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yes, it does. So it's actually really cool that we got some sauces in from my man Danny Cash. I want to shout out to Danny Cash. He provided the sauces for us and everything. So shout out to him. We got some really amazing sauces to go with the wings. Some are gonna burn your tongue. Some of them are gonna be a little shocking. So I just, I sampled one last night and, mistakes were made, but but it's all good. It's gonna be a good time today. So
I'm excited about it. That's how I revamp my attitude
Right.
is through spicy food.
Right.
So I'm ready for it.
I can definitely appreciate that. I don't know how into the news you guys are. It turns out yesterday there was an explosion at Yellowstone National Park. Did any of y'all hear about that?
And they had to tell people to run.
Yeah.
They were standing there watching it. I was like,
Yeah.
this is how we die.
Right. I was like, oh no.
So the aliens haven't visited us yet.
Oh my gosh, so that's a little shocking though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Mhm.
They say it's a super volcano that's overdue, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm
That
good.
probably wasn't even the half of it. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
probably. It was like the beginning, but anyway, we're not gonna get into that right now. We're not gonna get into that right now. Anyway, I want to give y'all my Eminem update for the week. You know, my man's Eminem is #1 in 75 countries right now because I talk about him, Zero, I be hating on him. So congrats to my man. And this is how it is.
Yeah, he wanted to be Houdini, but he's out here being seen. Ain't no hiding from that album.
I know that's right. So, that album's dope, but
Yeah.
it's disrespectful in his classic form, and that's why I enjoy it. So,
Yeah. Apparently, there's a lot of the younger generation that are very offended, and I was like, welcome.
Which is crazy because our parents grew up telling us, well, you shouldn't be listening to that. We're like, well, screw you, we're gonna listen to that
I
anyway.
remember hearing that in my aunt's car, when I was 9. I was
Right.
like, this is the best song I've ever heard.
My mom used to
Mom's
listen to that
Spaghetti,
album. My mom
that
listened
sticks
to
with
the Marshall Mathers LP. That was her album. She listened to that one all the time.
Yeah, we were raised different.
Yeah. She used to call herself the real Slim Shady. You feel me?
I love that for her.
Those were fun times, I'm telling you. So, but it's funny, now all our kids are like, well, you should be listening to that. I'm like, what? Come on, bro.
We were raised on that.
Right, we
Don't
were
tell
raised on
me.
South
I'll
Park,
tell you. Yeah.
Beavis and Butthead, and Eminem and all that wild stuff, man.
Mhm.
D-Generation X and all that. Oh man, those
Yeah,
were,
they
those were-
had Bluey and Caillou.
Yes.
That's when we had
Bunch of
childhood.
whiners.
Now it's just, I don't know.
We did have childhoods. Our childhoods were lit. We had a great time growing up.
I think we were the last generation that really just got to run wild in the neighborhood.
We did run wild.
Cause a muck.
Mhm.
Back in the day, it was I want to stay outside. Now it's I want to stay inside.
If there's no Wi-Fi.
There's no Wi-Fi. We had to dial up and made all that noise. You know what I mean?
AOL.
I played that song. I played that sound for my son yesterday when he was misbehaving because he was complaining about the Wi-Fi. I was like, "Here's what we had to deal with." And I played. It was a 9-hour-long YouTube video of just the dial-up sound.
Oh, that's great! Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
PTSD.
Oh yeah, I remember those days. Oh, I remember using CompuServe, Prodigy.
You remember MapQuest before you had to
Yeah.
write down all the
Either that or
take
you
a left
printed it out
at
or
Union Street.
yeah. 'Cause now you just take a picture or you just screenshot it for real. But
Right. Well, now it's in our car. We can't get lost once
No.
we tried.
unless you want to get lost on
Right.
purpose. So we better play a few more hits here. You know what I mean? But I gotta ask LaDavion a question, man. How's that We Dickulous album going, dog?
Well, so far so good. I ain't even gonna hold you up, Papa. You know what I mean? The streets is loving it. You know what I mean? The internet is buzzing. I'm gonna just let people continue. You know what I mean? To be blessed with something great, man. It's doing good over here, Dad. We doing real good.
Yeah, I feel that. Well, congratulations on that, man. We'll keep our eyes on it. We've been playing a couple tracks from that. We might get you back in for an interview so you can talk about that a little bit further. So.
Understood.
Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna get to the next track. I got tracks from Zero Kelvin and Dirty Dan. All the folks. You know what time it is. Y'all hear some of the same tracks every week. We did have my man Jackpot Moolah in here last week. Shout out to Jackpot Moolah.
Salute.
And Drip World, you feel me? They're gonna be back on here in a couple weeks with my man A-Town and stuff. So we are looking forward to that. That's pretty much it. And shout out to Austin Howe. He's getting them things ready for that wedding that's coming up. And
Enjoy that cake, buddy.
I know, right?
Bring
I'm
me back
also
some.
I also want to shout out Bison Football. I got a fundraiser going on. If you need the link for that, definitely tap in with me. You can donate to a greater cause and help out the kids, man.
That's it.
Now we're gonna go over here and do the first round. I've been busy tonight.
All right.
I'm gonna take my phone, so gotta burn. The first one's
Yo,
easy. The first
Netter
one.
gang and man.
Oh yeah, the first one's just nothing.
Well, I hope you want to start us with the hottest. You tell that, babe. Oh, God. See? I told you. You're gonna
I'm supposed to change for the dope when just being myself, I don't get no hate. The only reason that I'm a bold, when it's the reason it's a look, no better seal than the deep, real in the deep. And when they come to listen, they look at me, better seal than the deep, real in the deep. And when they come to listen, they look at me, talk about that game, what fancy clothes, cars, houses, major dope, club, and it's every girl suited to throw a bobo. License, different when it's super cool. You pick the topic, just tell me when to go. You can even get lyrical, fast or slow. You can even pick the tempo. No need to lie, but what from a person? That's the way of a real king. That's how it is. That's how it goes. And you can't get through a bird like the
Danny Cash. This looks like glitter.
That one's actually got gold.
This one has
Okay, I got probably about 10 more minutes of music, and then we'll get into a couple of interviews. Feeling this. Wing challenge going down, man. Wing challenge going down. What's up, cuz? Man, go get you some wings, fool. I'm gonna play about 57.
Rochelle, get covered in money and then meet us on stage.
Oh man, that is smooth. All the songs are so good.
Honestly, I'm excited.
Where am I sitting?
I'm about to buy every one of these songs. Where's my internet?
Extra headphones for it.
I'll get video.
To share my
No, let's share.
No.
You know how I am with share.
Yo. Hey. What's up, everybody? Devin Alexander back in the house on KUHS, the stream. Hope everybody out there is having a wonderful Wednesday. And we are back in the house with Via Moscato.
Hello.
And we got a special guest with us. He's about to take a little interview with us. So, introduce yourself to everybody real quick, my friend.
My name is Jacob. I've been modeling for Via now for almost a year now. We met online through Facebook mutually, and then
Not creepily.
no, not creepily, and then I did a show with her, and then we kind of just hit it off from there. So
Yeah, actually, when I met you, you were modeling. We were modeling for two different designers when we met, and I was like, let's go do our own thing.
yeah, and then up and off to Paris we went.
Yeah.
So nice. Well, things happen like that. It always funny how like you end up meeting people and they end up changing your life, or your life like turns another direction, and like when I think about like, how I ended up here, you know what I mean? Like I had a 9-to-5 job for years, and then like during the pandemic about 4 years ago, I started a podcast like, in my house because there's nothing else to do. I didn't really know what to do at that point. We were all kind of stuck in the house. We're on quarantine. You can't go anywhere.
We're all just grasping for straws.
Right.
Like social
Right.
justice
Social
at that
acceptance.
point.
So
Yeah.
like I kind of took a pivot and I started like interviewing people, and it just like turned into something else. Like my first guest was this young lady named Jasmine Sade, who now lives in Atlanta. She's a single mom of 4 kids who runs 4 businesses. You know, and I was just. She's an actress too, and that was kind of why I brought her on. You know, she's running this company called Blended and Baked that makes these like gourmet cookies. Like, she's got like this banana pudding cookie, and it's like, her stuff is so good.
Yeah,
Like,
it's my favorite.
I'm like, she left. Oh my God, the lady's gone. You know, so it has been devastating, but like I'm so glad to see her like still flourishing and still doing her thing in Atlanta and still like doing everything she was doing out here in Denver, but like making bigger moves out there.
Right, and we all just got to keep that support system going, you know, even if they move on and bigger and better things, it's fun to still just pop on their posts every now and then and be like, I see you,
Right.
you're doing good, I'm cheering you on from
Right.
over here now.
Facts, like it is. It's always good to see your friends like still making waves and doing things. So like, how long have you been doing the? How long have you been modeling? You say you've been modeling for VIA for about 2 years, but how long have you been modeling prior to that?
Prior to that, I mean, it's been almost 2.5, 3 years that I've been modeling. I kind of went through some courses and through some workshops, and then my first show I did was actually in New York, February of 2022, I believe. Met my really good friend Joshua there, and then we kind of hit it off, you know, kind of like me and Via did, and, you know, it's kind of just taken off since then. And it's just, you know, you meet these people, you get these opportunities, and one door just opens after the next.
Right.
And like you were saying, you know, people come into your life and they change your life and things happen for a reason. And if I hadn't met her, you know, I don't think I'd be where I am today. And I'm thankful, you know, that I have her in my life. So.
Right. And see, that's awesome. And I'm always glad for people, you know, that we have that way. It's a wonderful thing to have folks like that in your life. Kind of like how I met this young man over here. Like, I met Ladavion through a mutual friend who was a business owner at a venue that I was promoting hip hop shows at. And he was freestyling one night, like me and my friend like looked at each other like, we need to get to know that guy right now.
You're a
make
new
that happen.
friend.
Yeah, you know. So I was like, hi, my name's Devin Alexander. How are you today? You know, like,
And that's really how it works, though, is you find yourself in rooms with people who, you know, you need to be at that point in your life.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how it was with Jacob and I, and we ended up in Paris, and
I feel like it's just a lot of networking, you know, and just learning from each other and asking those questions. And, you know, you want to surround yourself with those people who have the same ambitions, the same goals as yourself.
Right.
You know, because if, you know, you want to be out there modeling, you want to be out there acting, you can't be out there with someone who just wants to work a normal 9-to-5 job, you know, every day.
yeah, because like
They just don't got the same mindset.
they don't,
You know?
and I didn't either. Like I used to have friends who were in entertainment, and I'd always go, well, "You're just playing all day long. Like, why don't you just go to work?" Like I was one of those, yeah, truly, because I, you know, like I said, I'm military, so I always had this thing where like, if it doesn't look like you're working, you're not working, and I didn't understand the other side of it.
I've had to break myself out of that mindset. It's like, but it's one of those things that like progress every day looks different. And like you don't have to be exhausting yourself every single day to know that you have made progress for your day or your business or whatever it is. You know, like some days you'll conquer a mountain, some days you might curl up in bed and cry.
Right. And I mean,
we're all making progress in different ways.
And I mean, you know, personally, I believe, you know, like UTE, I don't know if you've ever seen those pictures on Facebook of the guy climbing the ladder, you know, and it's a reference to, you know, small steps will get you farther in life than trying to take a bigger step because you spend more time trying to take that big step.
Sometimes there's a plateau to it.
And then it pulls you back, and then you can get farther taking those small steps. And, you know, and like every day, you know, those small steps, you want to celebrate those small wins because those get you farther.
Right,
That's
and
hard.
they invite in bigger wins.
Exactly.
I always tell people celebrate the small wins. It doesn't matter how insignificant it might seem. It's significant, and you should celebrate it so you can invite in bigger wins.
Yeah.
And enjoy the bigger ones. You got to know how to celebrate the little ones. Not to get too cocky, but just at least to acknowledge that, hey, I did something. I made it work. Like,
Right.
And I've had moments like that too. Like in the last couple of years, is everything just changed. Like I started hosting shows, and then I started promoting shows, and then I started radio hosting, and it's like everything just kind of like took off. Like
Yeah, that's how
quick.
you and I met. Was originally in a fashion show too.
Right. So like that's funny how we ended up here too. And I was telling Davion about that too. And I was like, bro, like, somebody else recommended me to you. You know what I mean? Like somebody that I'd worked with prior. I think it might have been. It's either Nikki Sage or Paige Fitzgerald, perhaps. Like, I don't remember exactly who it was. They're like, oh, you should link up with my friend. She'd be awesome, and it was awesome. And so now here we are.
Being awesome.
Right. Like we're doing wing challenges, and we're on the radio, and it's lit. And it's just being in the right room at the right time can change your life. And I always tell people that never sit inside for too long. You never know who you can meet. Being outside, like I got invited downtown last year to the beer hall, because he works over the beer hall. And we're on the roof, we're just hanging out, and all of a sudden this lady comes up and we start talking, and she's like, oh, well, I'm Amanda Hawkins, I sing the national anthem for the Colorado Avalanche. And I was like, what? What are you doing at the beer hall? And she was just there, we got the chit-chatting, and she was like, yeah, I should come do your show. And I was like, yeah, you should. Like, so it's just funny, like, how you meet people like that. It's just really interesting. So, but anyway, we're going to get back into some hot wings. And And we're probably going to play 30 Seconds of Mayhem here today, too. The 30 Seconds of Mayhem.
Oh.
Yeah. The 30 Seconds of Mayhem, if you guys aren't familiar with that, is where we ask you random questions about just whatever pops into my mind. You know, like one of the popular questions is, would you fight Mike Tyson on speed, or would you fight Muhammad Ali while you're drunk? You know, like, yeah, that kind of stuff. So we're
Oprah
gonna
Winfrey on weed.
yeah,
That's about my speed.
I'd
throw hands with Oprah.
So we're gonna ask you guys some really silly questions, and we're gonna have a good time. But here in the meantime, if you're tuned in to the Facebook Live, definitely check that out, because my Facebook is cracking right now at Devin Alexander on Facebook. That is cracking. You can see Weeding Challenge. We're over here eating some really spicy sauces and getting down. I want to shout out to Danny Cash for supplying the sauce, and I also want to shout out to my homie DJ White Wolf Austin Howell. Too bad you couldn't be here today, but we'll see you next week. I love you.
No,
All right, good job, Jacob.
Heck yeah.
Good job. I'm so proud of you.
That was fun.
Be back.
Who's next?
See, that's him. That's him.
Oh, we are.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
There's like 3,000 people.
We outside.
Yeah, there's like 3,000 people all over the globe listening right now.
I'm excited.
You guys can see the map over here.
The map and the numbers kept going up. It was like, oh.
Hey, you can see the numbers right here.
This is what
So
everybody's
like that's
doing
like,
right now.
like if you
All the
scroll
red
down, it
spots.
shows you like what device they're listening to it on, what country they're from.
That
all
red dot
that.
right there is my mom.
Good job.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, that part. It's like a 4 hour. How are you doing?
All right, who said they were next? Meeting?
I'm just messing. This is fun. Glad you can. Appreciate you.
I see your little stash box at the house. We're gonna talk about that later.
Okay, wait, don't go nowhere. You go to take a picture. Why did you sit down?
My dog made me. My dog is put down.
We are. I'm judging you.
Okay.
That's B Morgan featuring SNS. What you want?
He was here?
Yeah.
Regular artist.
Yeah, he was here.
Another song, man. You get that shit clear. That DMX did. It's a banger, bro.
Yeah.
You should sell it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you up because you ain't gonna get that clearance. DMX did. If it's alive, you might fall for it.
Yeah.
There we go.
I like it.
Yeah, me too. That's why we're playing that shit. Playing 3 from Blue Smoke real quick. So I got enough songs for. Hold up.
I can't get you.
I'm gonna play Mind Control.
We outside. We outside.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we outside. No, bro, I'm just mixed. I'm white German and Cuban, I'm fucked up. Son of a nigga never knew. Regular. You sipping on tea? I'll chop with me,
Are you ready for us tonight, Stacy?
I'm sad. Radio station right now. I see you in your Zoom, like, I'm like, let's pause that real quick. Set your boxes. You be good, mom. We gonna get to work.
besides before you mix it in the other shit? I'm like, yes.
They're mixing sauces. They're going crazy. No, wait, no, wait. I gotta do it.
Wait, I have a second choice. There's Scorpion.
Sorry, 3 months when we come back. We're doing solo next month.
Scorpion Reaper. Finish him! We got 3 minutes and 49 seconds. And I got another hour to show. We'll do 2 interviews now. Go back and do a music. Another mic break. Interview. I'm just letting you know how the format's rolling. I'm just letting you know how the format's rolling.
Oh, yeah.
Just right there.
Yeah.
Those like that roommate you thought was good? Like you took them out? It's like you wake up the next morning and you ask for 8 IDs.
Oh my God. No, you didn't. That was love it.
This is like my ass is me blowing shit up. It's Hiroshima.
Okay, so I'm garlic associate.
This will be Hiroshima.
It's a scene about.
I got some swag. They feeling good. Woo! Work out. I don't think I'm gonna be able to work tonight. I don't got my OPM in the head. Let's pass the room. What's up? I volunteered for this. I volunteered to serve you guys. What do you do on your day off? I wreck my asshole. I'm leaving. We wreck our assholes on Tuesdays. Tuesdays and Sundays we wreck our assholes. So every Tuesday we go to truck selling and we get to tie hot and then we go home and then I shit you not, I go home right after she drops me off and I'm like, babe, I'm in the bathroom blowing my shit up. And I'm gonna have 2 hours, like I can't.
I'm broke, dude.
I just left this supper by myself.
I'm usually, we're gonna take a bath. Yeah, I'll be drunk and he's talking about Tuesday. So do you want to do something talk about stuff on
So you don't mix? Pull the chair out.
Oh, I think we already did. But thanks for
Yes, it looks like it is.
Yeah. The gold dust. One more after that.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you, I thought you know in just a second. Minute? About a minute.
Do you mind? So, yeah, I do. I have to drive by Missouri.
Oh, for real? Oh, okay.
I'm
Well,
gonna be here till 3.
I know. You're the co-host.
you gotta go back to Missouri. What part?
Missouri.
Oh, really? That's not that far.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's about 9.5 hours.
Yeah, I've driven that way plenty from Detroit. So like I take I-70 to St. Louis and then take 55 over to Chicago. Mm-hmm. Ooh, I forgot I had a gift.
I don't know where to put it.
You
I
can
was
use
gonna
this
put
one.
up here. Are you sure?
Okay, you can use mine.
I have one, I just forgot.
I actually remember to bring mine too.
So once mine dies, anyone can use it. The Android got it. USB charger.
I don't like that games too. I got a 14 and a 15.
You would be an iPhone user.
I have a 15. They're gonna be sweating.
I got a black shirt and truck.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, it's Devin Alexander back in the house with KUHS The Stream. We are back. We actually just finished out the last couple of hot sauces, and they were hot. But now we're back on the air with some hot models. What's going on, Via? How you doing? How was those wings?
Oh, those wings were delicious. They were spicy a little too much.
A little bit.
We all survived, I think.
It was a little obscene. How
I
spicy it
pawned the
was.
last of mine off on Jacob, so
Nice, I feel
he's
that.
sweating it out right now.
I got the last of keys, man.
That's what a team's for, though.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
we
We
finished
all
strong.
stood together as a team.
I think
you know what
Rochelle's
mean?
licking the bowl clean over.
Oh man, that was fun. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for coming out and doing that with us today. We really appreciate it. You know what I mean?
It was fun. We're
Yeah.
definitely gonna be back to do it again.
Yeah.
I get to pick the hot sauce next time.
Sweet. Well, we picked them because, like, you know, Daddy Cash actually has provided sauces for a few of our wing challenges and stuff like that. So we definitely love it.
Yeah, I'm not upset. They were good.
Yeah, they were
Very
awesome.
good.
Like
Thanks,
I said,
Danny.
he's got a hot garlic soy sauce that's really delicious. I gotta try that out with my Naruto ramen. I make Naruto ramen. That's what I call it. I make it like the same style as they do the Uzumaki ramen as they do on the cartoon. So I make that at home.
So next time we're gonna do hot nudes and hot models.
Oh my god.
hot nudes and hot noodles.
Nudes and noodles.
Hey, hey, we got the next concept right here. You heard it here first, folks.
This is the real think tank.
Yeah, it's
We're
real.
asking the difficult questions.
Indeed we are. We got our next interview going on. So who's our model that's up here with us right now?
This is Caitlin. She is our disabled model. We just got back from Paris with her, and she actually was featured as the first only ever disabled model to be featured on the Parisian Fashion
Really?
Week runway.
Really? That's awesome. So like how does that work out? Like how did that come to fruition for you?
Well, I also met Via at a fashion show. I actually ended up subbing up for a model for her that didn't show up. That's kind of how we met.
I think it was the same show as Jacob.
I think it was actually, yeah. And we've been together at the hip ever since. We have the same like inclusive mission. I noticed that there wasn't any disabled representation, and I really wanted to fix that. For me, it's we all know it's very good to be represented, and
Indeed
there's
it is.
nothing about the disabled. So it's 2024. We got to get it together.
The closest disabled people have really gotten to gratifying representation was in Breaking Bad.
Well, they have their own actual disability show,
Mhm.
but it isn't a disabled person on an able-bodied runway.
Right.
It is just strictly for disabled people, which once again alienates them, you know. And so we're kind of pushing past that standard. That's everything that my fashion line is if you've been told you're not model material, I want you.
Right.
I represent everybody who hasn't been told that they should be on the runway.
And that's why I started to vibe with you, is because I recognized that, and I was like, dude, these are not standard models.
Right.
And I really
You should have seen the
enjoy that.
looks that we got in Paris.
Yeah,
we were
I'm
the
pretty
only.
sure.
I was the only designer who brought my own model, so everyone
Mm-hmm.
else had been cast from the production company, and they were stereotypical,
Mhm.
6 foot tall, skinny, beautiful, and we walked in as our team of models, and it's still really kind of difficult even to reflect on how poorly we were treated
Right.
in that industry by
Right.
not having the stereotypical model look.
Even
And
in
so-
2024.
Even in 2024,
Huh.
and they were touting about being inclusive, and they were.
Should we tell them about the toe toucher?
Yes, you should.
Oh God.
If you're
Okay,
comfortable with
so
The toe toucher is now a nationwide
It is,
legend.
yes, it is
She's
a
threat to
legend. So she's
children
a threat
everywhere.
to children as well. Beware your toes. She's on the prowl. So,
So-
I cannot feel my feet.
Mm.
And I have a broken toe. We actually nicknamed her Rebel Tosin.
It's like Rebel Wilson, but she's a toe, so it's Rebel Tosin.
Oh.
And she doesn't like going in the heels, so she'll kind of pop out a little
She
bit.
sticks out a little bit.
And this woman apparently had such a big issue with that she was basically fingering my toes and trying to
She
push
was
my
trying
toe
to
in my
poke it.
shoe.
So the toe's like this, right? And she's like and it's just fighting her. It's going everywhere. 'Cause
Oh my
it's Rebel
God.
Tosin. And so this lady's literally
Oh my
on the
God.
floor poking my model's toes, and she can't feel it.
This
So
needs to
I'm
go in the
sitting there
shoe.
watching this uncomfortably, like, "Excuse me, ma'am, what are you doing?" And she's like, "We can't have the toe
like,
in
"We
the
can't have
picture."
this toe
Yeah.
hanging out of the
I was
shoe
like,
like this.
Rebel
This is
Tosin
ridiculous.
is famous. Leave her alone, please.
Yeah, so it was more like she's talking about the standards in the industry. They expect all of us to fit into this certain box, and we really want to shake that up and redefine those standards.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, right? That they make you want to live up to the standards, but they don't care who buys it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's very superficial like that,
Right.
and it was glaringly obvious when we were there backstage, and almost made to feel like the outcasts of the group, you know, even down to the production company. And so it kind of just further fueled our purpose and our mission to be like, okay, well, not only are we doing it in Paris, now we're going back. So we're going to Milan. They actually came up to us after the show, to Katie and I, and was like, you guys made a huge splash and a huge pond today by representing them, and they personally invited us back to their show in Milan. So we're really excited to go represent again anybody in the community who hasn't been represented before on the so we represented the LGBTQ and the disabled community, as well as we had our first Native American model who walked on the Paris Fashion Week runway as well. So we tried to throw everybody in there.
Right. That's pretty awesome. I'm actually really glad that is happening right now. Everybody needs to be represented.
Right.
Period.
Okay.
Everybody needs to feel comfortable and be able to like go, dude, I totally identify with that.
Right.
And that's how I feel like with a lot of things that I like to do. As everybody knows, like one of my favorite things is Formula One racing, and all the reason is because of Lewis Hamilton, the 7-time F1 world champion. He's the only
Obviously.
black driver that's ever driven in the sport, and it's when he said that going to a racetrack with his Haitian dad, and they get there, and it was like Cool Runnings. Everybody there was just like,
Oh, I bet.
you know, and I'm pretty sure that's how you guys felt. The same type of reaction. And so breaking those doors down and breaking those barriers down just inspired everybody else to do
Yeah, it was almost unspeakable. You could tell the moment she got up and finished the runway, getting out of her chair and actually walking the runway. Like there were definitely jaws that needed picked up off the floor for sure.
It was definitely mind blowing for them. I think that a
And
lot
we
of people
opened
don't
the
know.
whole show.
Yeah, we
were
did.
the first one, so anyone after us was just blasé as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. And you know, at every show I'm at, I stand up and people are just, like you said, open mouthed and.
But it also brings out awareness.
Yeah,
too,
to
you know,
ambulatory
that
wheelchair
just because
use.
you're in a wheelchair doesn't
Doesn't
mean
mean
that
anything.
you're stuck to it.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And so they had more questions than answers, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there was some articles written about you in French and stuff like that too. And
Yeah, we did get featured in Elle magazine. Jacob actually was featured in Harper's Bazaar as well. Actually, this is the outfit that was featured in Elle magazine from the runway. So
Sweet.
she's got another public appearance.
Sweet.
Exciting.
Nice. We're going to talk about that here a little bit further in just a moment. We're going to take a break. We're going to play some music. We're going to reflect on those wings we just ate. We greatly appreciate your time coming out here and chit-chatting Let's see. Hey, look, we made some history. We had a disabled model on the show today, so
You're all quiet back
you know what I'm
here.
saying? Make sure you take note. This is KUHS's Devin Alexander with the Devin Howell Lounge, and we will be right back in just a moment.
That shit sound like hours after hours, man.
I know we haven't had house.
12 o'clock this year.
Yeah, for sure. Let me walk you out.
Oh, I can
Yes.
chill for a second.
That was dope.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was dope. Who's our next victim?
It was so good to meet you. I'm gonna get on the road. I gotta get back to Katie.
I got lightning.
I will, thank you.
Sure.
I will have
We'll play like 2 or 3
everybody
more songs.
get your Instagram and follow for
Hey,
my
bro, I saw you R&B and dubstep. You guys ever do DJ spots?
Actually, asked the might be able to work that out.
Well, yeah, I DJ house, drum, bass, dubstep, vocal switches. Yeah, dude, I'd love to do a fucking radio spot. Yeah, I can send you my latest mix. I just did a dubstep mix, or drum and bass mix. And came out, and it's gnarly.
You know what's funny about that? I make dubstep beats, right? Yeah, and I just, it's funny because like it's not really like songs I particularly listen to all the time, but like I make like, it's so crazy.
Like drum and bass, man. I've been getting the mix of drum and bass, and it's some of my favorite shit.
Yeah, it just keeps going up, doesn't it?
It fluctuates. It goes like this. Like one show we did.
Yeah, because Via was telling me she was like, you guys have anywhere from like a couple thousand up to like 50,000. It's a lot. And I was like,
It's a wide range.
I kind of just
Some weeks it's like 8, average about 5 or 6.
yeah.
And we just started the show in January.
Can I want you two to sit down and let's get Lauren in here, because I'm going to be leaving in about 10 minutes.
Okay.
So I wanted to get a photo of her sitting right
Sure.
here. And yeah, you could take maybe Via's spot.
Yeah, I'll take Via's spot.
Oh, it's him.
Oh, it's weird to see that in like delayed time.
Right.
Yeah, it is.
Right. To see yourself like sit down, like what the hell? So this is where we get all our numbers are. You can see like where all the listeners are and everything. And so you just see like every part of the world that they're listening to. And so like, this has been our high during the show. We had 3,100. We're at 2,000.
You just shoot continuously?
I'm shooting continuously.
Oh, wow, he goes to business. Well, he's at the club.
Well, you're all there. You're all there. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, John. Cool. Wow. All right.
31, are you ready to get on?
Yeah, Rochelle's gonna go next with
Okay.
the next song cover.
Sweet. I left my phone. Oh no, it's right here. What's up? Got my pen right here.
Hopefully one day you and your mama real good close friends.
The whole radio station?
Did you guys just start the show like a couple months ago?
January 3rd was our first one. So I mean, we're pretty new.
Has the station been around or did you guys?
The station's been around for a while. Henry's got all the stations right over there.
Yeah.
So they've been small. They've been around. It went from like, FM radio. This internet. That's why we're able to just guess on. One of the things my birthday's from. Crazy. You know, editing stuff, you know, so I mean, I used to work at Rocky Mountain Center over there. So then, like, I kind of left that station. I'm doing podcasts.
Does this seem like a very, like, yeah.
Yeah, I've been doing podcasts out of my house for about 4 years. So, I started at this I have a voice. That's kind of how it happened. So, it's like I started doing stand-up before that stand-up. Yeah, I got
Too late.
So,
Not me, at least y'all two.
no, but I can make it happen, you know. Out of that, you know, like, I feel like I'll play this song now. I'm back on the water and heard it. We got about 45 minutes. So let's play this one. At least we got 53 seconds and then
Alright, you're gonna be sharing this mic with me, so squeeze in.
love this song.
Everybody want clothes with their all day my phone quiet.
We're at about 35 seconds. This is Benny Phil's Blues. He's just an independent artist here in Denver. So every song is actually from a former guest. So our music here has been guests have been all so we have a rotation of all of our former guests.
I'll be honest. I live across the street.
Oh, do you? Oh. He's like, I'm just gonna take it down.
All right. You have a good day, my
You got
friend.
Instagram, God? Huh? Got Instagram?
I do, yeah.
Y'all follow me, man.
Hey. It's Devin Alexander back in the house one more time with KUHS The Stream with Via Moscato and my man LaDavion in the house. We've been over here eating hot wings, talk about some hot things, kind of finding out a little bit of background about each of the models that have been up here eating some hot wings, you know, and talking some shit like we always do. So how you doing, Via? What's going on with you?
I'm feeling good. I'm happy to be here.
I'm glad. We're gonna have to do this again here in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna have a couple spins on it.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be pretty awesome. We're gonna do a couple other different types of hot
News
chocolate.
and noodles.
Maybe hot candy.
Milk and milk. Milks and milkshakes.
Milk and milks.
Weak.
Y'all are gonna be busy here.
Yes,
real
indeed.
soon.
So, who's our next model who's on the hot seat?
This is Rochelle.
Hey, how you doing, Rochelle?
I'm great. My mouth's on fire.
Still, from that garlic ghost sauce, eh?
Yeah, and that gold flake in there.
Oh, that gold flake was cracking though. So how did you and Miss V over here get hooked up?
Actually on a photo shoot that I wasn't even gonna go to, but it changed my life forever.
See, here we are. Being in them rooms, it changed your life.
Exactly.
It's almost like a theme here.
It is. Message.
Well,
Take
like
notes.
the people I was there for, I'd known for 20 plus years and thought they were professional, and they just were not. And
She tanked it, yeah.
She swooped in and like took over the room, and I was like, I need to be besties with this girl right now.
Right. What's her Instagram?
I was like, I'm gonna stalk you, and you're gonna like it.
Yeah.
Right.
She lives in my closet now.
That's my happy place.
She cuddles my shoes at night.
Oh my God.
She's the real toe toucher.
Don't tell anybody my secret.
Oh man, that's hilarious. So how long you been doing the modeling thing, man?
I started when I was way younger. My mom used to embarrass me about it, but nothing ever popped off. But as soon as I met Via, it changed my whole life. And honestly, it's branched out into the rest of my other career ventures and made me more confident. So like, I can't thank her enough for what she's done for me, like personally and mentally, all of the above.
Right, and that's what I keep saying. Like that venturing out trying to like find who you are. Like maybe you don't belong in a 9 to 5. Maybe you belong doing something else. Maybe you belong in Hollywood. Maybe you belong on TV. You just never know until you take that opportunity to like just find out about it. And I keep trying to tell everybody, make sure you follow your dreams. Whether you're 20, whether you're 30, whether you're 70. Because like I didn't start, like I said, I didn't start doing that. I was 36. I was old. I had 4 kids already. I was like, I'm gonna do a career change. You know, I didn't have a midlife crisis. Like I said, COVID just changed the world, and it changed how we do everything. And I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna do something different.
Yeah, I'm always pushing my models to go outside their comfort zone too. So like always look at their portfolio and I'm like, okay, well you've done this for a long time now.
Right.
Let's change it up and do this.
Right.
You know, if you're wearing all black, I'm gonna put you in hot pink. Like if it makes you uncomfortable, I'm gonna make you do it because that's gonna be your new standard one day, and you can just increasingly grow.
Right. Facts. And it's all about growth, and it's all about the change and like continuing to grow. Like you're never too old to learn. Doesn't matter like what it is. Like,
and everybody's got something to teach you too, if you're willing.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be willing.
Yeah, you have to be a student. You have to have a student mentality, and I think a student mentality breeds success because you're always in a position to learn and you're humble. And you know that you don't know everything.
Right.
So you keep that humble mentality, you continue to learn, and that's how you blossom.
You don't know what you don't know.
Right. Facts.
Exactly.
Where do you see yourself going with modeling? You trying to be on a lowrider magazine? You trying to hit import tuner? No, that's not it.
I want to keep on this international track we're on. Like, I've never been out of the country before, and to start out on the runway is just amazing. Like, I've been doing hair and makeup my whole life, and I always just assumed I was going to be stuck behind the camera until I met Via, and she was like, no, get your butt out there. Like, you got this. And one of my favorite things about like her line especially is it's so inclusive, especially with like body positivity. Like I've always struggled with my weight. I'm Italian and we eat in my family.
Facts.
Clearly I wanted to eat all your wings. But it doesn't matter what size, shape, any ability you are, her clothes are gonna look good on you no matter what.
Facts. Shout out your agency real quick, just so everybody out there that might be interested knows, you know, who you are, what you represent.
Yeah, I work with I own Elevate Talent and Marketing Agency, and we're always recruiting models. If you've ever been told that you shouldn't be on the runway or in front of the camera, we want to recruit you. Don't come at me and tell me you're too short to be on the runway, because I'm going to force you out there.
Facts. I've referred a couple of people to you that have been told they couldn't be models, and it's BS. And I was like, I know someone perfect for you. Check this out. So.
Yeah, you've been sending people my way for sure. They're always giving you shout outs, so I appreciate having the collaboration.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So I'm like, look. Even to the point, I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you this on the air. You design clothes, yes?
Yes.
Would you be opposed to designing outfits for professional wrestlers?
No, I've actually done that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna refer a couple people to you. So you're looking for new costume
that
designer.
That was actually my second custom work was for a wrestler because he needed something stretchy and he couldn't do it. And he wanted, his colors were black and silver. And so I painted this black stretchy material for him. And he really liked lightning bolts, and it was one of those crackle paints. So as soon as he put it on, the whole thing like crackled. So he got to almost make his own lightning bolts in his outfit for the first when he first put it on. Dope. It was really cool. Yeah, it didn't go anywhere. I mean, he wore them a couple of times, but yeah, I love making custom stuff. It's one of my favorites, and I do stage wear for any artists or musicians that need that too. So.
I put that out there because like I'm partial to the pro wrestling community. Everybody knows that my podcast sponsors the Slated Deathmatch tournament every September. Shout out to Joe McDougal over at Primo's Wrestling, man. You know, you gotta come on here. But anyway, so I'll recommend some of those folks over to you because I'm like, I got some more people I can send to you. So,
yeah, I love it.
Let me ask you one more question, ma'am. What is it about modeling that you enjoy personally? Like, what is it that empowers you to do that?
Honestly, just feeling great in my skin, you know, it just brings out this energy from the inside out that makes you just want to take over the world.
I feel that.
Like, I spent my whole life making other people feel beautiful, and this is something that makes me feel beautiful, and it just gives me that confidence to, you know, go on to the next level inside and out.
You are going to go to the next level. We're going to see you on the cover of a magazine sometime soon.
Oh, I'm ready for
Maybelline
it.
commercials, something. It's going to be cracking. I can't wait.
Yeah, and then I won't need anybody to do my stuff behind the scenes. Got that too, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. So look, this is Devin and Blessing. You know, it's been a lovely show. We've been doing our thing today, man. Thanks for the Daviana coming out. Thanks for Miss Vio bringing in these wonderful models today. Thanks to Danny Cash for providing sauces that made everybody burn. We greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to tune in to the Devin the Blessing Show anywhere you can find a podcast. We got about a few more minutes. We got a few more models that we're going to interview here in just a second. We're going to cut out, we're going to play some more beats, and then we're going to get back into it. So stay tuned to KUHS. And then, like I said, if you're on Facebook, make sure to tune into that live stream as well, because there's lots going on behind the scenes.
That's us. We're going on behind the scenes.
We did it 30 seconds and leave.
Oh, yeah.
That's all it's like.
Oh, that's for our last guest. Our last guest is on the hot seat.
Oh,
Getting 30
good.
seconds of
That's
me.
And you were worried about it. That's why we want you. Hey, you're getting out of your comfort zone.
You're getting 30 seconds of mayhem today.
Good job, you did good.
Yeah, thank you.
That's Paul.
That's Paul?
Yeah, that's Paul.
What's that, 3,300?
Turn up a little bit.
That's Paul.
That's our business partner.
Where'd you find me?
Just driving to Walmart.
So like, we met at this place called Justin Family's downtown.
Yeah, I was in the fashion show there, and then it burned down. I was the fashion show that was there when it burned down. Yeah.
We still mad about that. That's how we met. Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, I used to host Monday Night Cypher Awards at a little hip hop cypher awards there, and he was freestyling one night, and then I was starting to business together and shit. That was like 2 years ago. Yeah, that's crazy. God, how everybody's connected, swear. Like, he said,
I thought you meant Paul that was hosting.
Nah, Paul from Justin Palace, man. Toborski, I was like, good Lord, have mercy. Like, how many syllables are in your last name?
He's Irish and Russian. He's something.
He's some shit. Yeah. We're actually, when we go on tour, my son will go to Chicago, this is where we're going. He's the one booking the venues for it. Yeah, so we go to Chicago, we're doing 2 performances on the 30th, and then on Michigan to do Detroit on Labor Day. So, it's gonna be lit. He's going, a couple artists are gonna play on here, they're going to kill it up there and come back. We might. I'm leaving up there. So, yeah, but that's coming up quickly. That sounds like a bet. Definitely time to I used to have a barber, but now, so I'm like, I don't have a barber anymore. Like,
I got you.
that's so sad. That made me sad as shit. Because he was so good. He used to be a hair show and everything. Oh, this is my song right here. Dirty David, bro.
This is how I was going to live.
This guy right here.
It just makes sense.
He's a hidden talent. All his songs are freestyle. He doesn't write anything. He puts on the beat and goes crazy. And performs like this live too. I'm like, how are you not signed? Same thing. He was freestyling at the same show I hosted, and I was like, hi, how are you? I didn't know when I was there. Do you have representation? Right, you don't have one. What do you do now?
I'm fucking still your sketch up. Show you bitch you was better. Because I'm fed up. I can point it and let up. I'll show you what was set up. For that fucking head top. There's no gimmicks and I'm finishing. I'm winning. You ain't gonna just get into it. But shipping into it. on your fucking mama, she talking to me so intimate. My baby mama been talking to me, they getting it, so I don't get it. It's like,
That's how I benefit. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, he was just being picky. I was like, eh.
Like, you're
That was for the
bullshit.
music video, or?
Yeah.
Thank
Like,
you.
Yeah,
just
and I was like, I will. He was being sour. I like, trying to rush out of here.
Totally understand. And that's why I was Oh, for real? Oh, that's fire. I'm gonna come over here.
Yeah, so he was either cutting hair or
Right, I feel that. Right. Word, so, word. I got a son too that's got huge 402. He loves that.
I was like, first of all, I don't even
All right, man. Thank you.
Are they dancing? Do you need them just showing off? Like, what is
Oh yeah. This fool made me rap.
Is this you?
Because I don't rap. I'm like, what's real? Okay. See, that's him. Because he's an engineer, man, you know what I'm saying? So like, I make the beats. And he's like, well, you should get on the song, guy. And I'm like, I ain't about to, he's like, don't worry about it, I got you. And I'm like, all right. How much time we got? We got 26.
I got the swag on 100 years, kind of decent, but I'm a coochie.
You want to share?
I'm the way. I can't feel my face.
Sharing this one with me.
Okay.
Yes. Sorry about that. Meant to work. Sorry about that.
He doesn't
This
really
is Devil
work.
Alexander back in the house one more time. At KUHS, Willa Davion and Miss Via Moscato. We are vibing today. How's everybody feeling out there?
Fabulous.
You already know I'm wavy, baby.
Motabulous. So, who's our latest model who's on the hot seat? Because she's about to go through the 30 seconds of mayhem.
That was my air horn. All right, go ahead.
So introduce yourself to the people, man.
So my name's Lauren, and yeah, I've been modeling for about like two and a half years or so.
Mm-hmm. Really? So how'd you find Miss Via over here?
I actually met Via through Jacob.
This is actually our first time meeting in person.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. See, look, making connections right here in the house.
We're in that room
Yes,
together.
working in the room. Yeah, still working in the room. So how'd you get into modeling?
So a friend of mine in a dance class, Kimberly, she was modeling, and she said, you know, you should try it. Come out for this this audition. So I went, and yeah, I loved it. I love like the creativity of the designers and.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. I got a question for you. You guys ever try to hit the Met Gala?
Oh, for sure.
I'd love for you to hit the Met Gala.
Oh, yeah, for
That would
sure.
be fun.
That would be awesome. So.
Yeah, those outfits are crazy.
Indeed they are, and they're super creative. That's what made me think about when you were talking about the creativity of the industry, and I was like, oh, first thing I thought about was Met Gala. So, yeah, I got fashion sense too. Leave me alone. It's not just hip hop over here. I'm multifaceted.
You were at that fashion show with us.
Yes, indeed. So, but we are actually going to get into the 30 seconds of mayhem. And since everyone already listens to the show, you know what that is. Usually we have a space where, you know, the artists we got on the day freestyles and stuff. We didn't have an artist as a guest, and David as a co-host, and I'm not about to make him freestyle for the day, you know what I'm saying? He's over here being drippy, being the co-host. So we just gonna get into 30 seconds of mayhem. So, you know, we take turns asking questions. My co-host over here is gonna ask you a question, and I'm gonna fire back with one, and then we're gonna keep it going. So the question will be directed to both of you, and you both can answer, or just one of you can answer, or however you like it.
Don't get up here.
I started off second.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, action.
So my question to you is, would you rather ride on Rainbow Road on mushrooms, or would you rather rave in downtown Paris on X pills?
I was very close to doing the second one, so I guess I have to go with the first one.
What about you?
I think the second one sounds fun.
Yeah.
They just give that shit out in Paris.
I like to drive, so I think I'm hitting Rainbow Road.
Okay.
Okay, question. You want chocolate ice cream or vanilla banana pudding?
Ooh, banana pudding for
Chocolate ice cream.
Oh.
Oh, the banana pudding sounds so good though. Reminds me of my grandma.
Mm-hmm.
You want, would you rather find yourself in outer space stranded, or at the bottom of the ocean stranded with Jacques Cousteau?
Oh God, not Jacques Cousteau. Can I have a second option?
At least you have someone to talk to.
Is there an
I don't
option
know.
C? Yeah, I don't know, probably space. I'd make some alien friends.
Yeah, the ocean really scares me. Like going below scares
After
me.
that whole second Titanic thing, I'm not going down there. We saw what happened.
Who would you give a chance to in a relationship if you had to do 5 years with him? Chucky or Leprechaun?
Leprechaun.
Yeah,
At least he's got a better fashion sense than overall. So.
Leprechaun in the Hood, remember that movie? Oh my God.
So that's it. 30 seconds of mayhem. Give it up for the lady.
Yay! You made it to 30 seconds of mayhem. I need to copyright that laugh. Anyway.
That was the Leprechaun laugh.
Indeed it was. Do you remember Jennifer Aniston being in the original Leprechaun movie?
Yeah.
That was like 92 before she was on Friends.
Yeah.
She was
You
one of those
remember,
scream queen chicks.
Interview with a
Crazy.
Vampire.
I love that movie.
Yes.
Oh,
that will forever be a classic.
that movie's so dope.
Yeah, the outfits alone.
So I got on this Freddy Krueger shirt. Did you hear that they're bringing back Nightmare on Elm Street with DJ Qualls as Freddy?
No way.
It's gonna be a series. It's directed by Rob Zombie apparently.
Oh wow.
I'm
Interesting.
pretty sure his wife's gonna be in it then, but anyway.
She'd have to.
She's in everything, but
Yeah.
So where can we find you, your models, and everything that you've been having going on so far?
So our website's currently being up and revamped right now, but we are on all the social media platforms. You can find me for my designer stuff on Facebook and Instagram under Via Moscato, VIAMOSCATO, like the wine. And then on TikTok, I'm officially Via Moscato. Don't get confused. And then we also have Elevate Talent and Marketing Agency. Those are spread across the social media platforms as well. So we're always posting on there, and we're always recruiting models. If you go to our Facebook page, our application is up there as well. So you can put in an application to join the agency, and we'll have the onboarding process get started for you.
Sweet, excellent. All you folks heard that. If you want to be a model, you know where to go. And if you are confused, I always post all her stuff on my Facebook page. Check me out, Devin Alexander. And like I said, anywhere you can listen to a podcast, don't forget to check out the Devin the Blessing Show. We are coming back very quickly. We'll be having episodes of this show uploaded there, some of our past ones with some of our favorite guests and stuff like that. But also don't forget, I've got some unreleased interviews from a couple of years ago that I'm about to release, and then we're going to get back into it because I'm changing my format. It's still going to be hip-hop, but we're also going to be talking about like a lot of civic stuff. There might be a little bit more political talk on there. I know that can ruffle a few feathers, but I really don't care because I got stuff I gotta say too. But anyway, stay tuned. Keep it locked. Ladavia, what you got cooking on over there, dog?
Right now I'm just working on the Ridiculous album. Make sure y'all tune into that. Google it, Ridiculous. Just like Ridiculous, but it's Ridiculous. 20 tracks.
Fire tracks too.
I think you're gonna enjoy it, you know what I mean? It's for all my smokers, it's for everybody that like good music, it's rap, singing, I'm still on my Chris Brown shit. I'm still dancing, so you know we all in work.
China.
Oh yeah, that man can dance. That is Colorado Chris Brown. A Dirty Dan is Colorado's Eminem. He's Colorado's Chris Brown.
And I'll take it with that from my experience and like battling the people out here for like the last 2 years. They couldn't keep up with me. But yeah, I've really been doing this 4 years at Morgan State University. I was teaching classes. Now it's time to teach Colorado.
Hey, ready for the come up?
Of course.
And then I want to give a shout out to my man Jackpot Moolah, our guest last week, and the Takeover Colorado's Finest. They put on a great show last week that I wasn't able to go to because I got kids and I can't always find a sitter. But hey, it is what it is, you know. So this is Devin the Blessing. We're probably about to sign off. We're going to leave you with some music and stuff like that. We got stuff coming up from Dirty Dan. I'm going to throw a couple more songs in there from like Thelonious E. I'm going to throw some songs in there from the Sarge, a couple more from the Davion. And we're going to check you out next week. Like I said, don't forget to tune in. Next week we're going to have A-Town in the house, and the week after that we might have a couple professional wrestlers in the house too. So you'll definitely want to keep it locked here to KUHS every Wednesday, 1, 2, 3. For the Devin Howe Lounge, it has been an absolute pleasure to all the guests who came on today. I want to thank you so much. You guys have a lovely Wednesday, and I'll check you out next week.
I'm glad you answered the questions with me.
Yeah, like the first one maybe. I forgot to shout out the heel designer that we're going with as well. Yeah, I know. Is there a way to skirt that back in?
We can come back in here. Let the song play and then come back in.
Yeah, that's fine. Let it jump in for the last minute.
Now